So I'm gonna try this for the first time, and I'm gonna use some Toni AKA and some smoked paprika. Let's see how that works for me. And I want to use, I want to put this in a, oh, come on, paprika. Tortilla shell. Be right back. Okay, I am back and about to assemble my breakfast tacos. So here's the meat. And we're gonna go ahead and load that up. Y'all forgive my filming. I'm trying not to move the camera too much, but y'all know how it go. And then after I get through assembling the breakfast tacos, I'm gonna go ahead and come on camera and taste it for you. Now I have had the Light Life, the other Light Life grounds, but I haven't had, I need a spoon. I haven't had, this is chopped black olives, y'all. I haven't had like this crumble or whatever. I'm making a mess. I'm gonna have to clean this up in just a second. Ooh, I'm dropping all my olives on the counter. Trying to do this with one hand, y'all. Trying to do this with one hand. I love black olives. Actually, I guess I just love olives, period. I like the tanginess of the green olives, too. And then we got some pickled jalapeno peppers. I got these in a can. So I think I dropped most of them in this one right here. Y'all can't see what I'm doing. I'm all over the place, y'all. Forgive me, forgive me. Trying to get it together. So that's trash. Sorry about the noise. Get this cleaned up. And I'll put that in the refrigerator. Then we got some Mexican style shredded cheese. I'm just gonna put some of that on there. Yes. Like I said, you know, I've been lacto vegetarian, so dairy is the only animal product that I was eating. Okay, you guys. So that's gonna do it. I was thinking about putting some, I think I want to put some ranch in there. I'll be right back. Okay, so I just added me some Kraft buttermilk ranch, and this is what it looks like. Ooh. Okay, stay tuned for the mukbang. What's up, green team? This is your girl T Green coming back at you with another video. Today I am going to do a mini breakfast mukbang. I'm just now eating my breakfast, and these are 2 breakfast tacos, and it has the Light Life crumbles. It has some cheese, some chopped up black olives, some pickled jalapenos, and a little ranch dressing. So as I stated before, when I was making the breakfast tacos, I've had the Light Life products, but I have never had this particular product here. So I don't know what the crumbles taste like. They do crumble up as if it's, you know, ground sausage or ground beef. So it looks very interesting. So I'm gonna go ahead and say my prayer, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little piece of the meat to see what it tastes like. It does have the Toni AKA Creole seasoning and some smoked paprika. I didn't add anything else to the meat because I felt like, you know, the toppings that I put on here was gonna work with it. So anyway, all right. Bless this food for which you're about to receive, allowed to be used for the nourishment of our bodies for Christ's sake. Amen. Okay, so let's see. I can't tell you. I'm touching it and it's moist. Wow. It has a different taste to it. We have to keep in mind too that it's plant-based. It's not nasty. It's just, I think that I wouldn't eat this by itself. So you definitely would have to pair it with something. So I don't know. I add some grapeseed oil in the pan as I was cooking it. So I know that didn't alter the taste, but anyway. Yeah. I wouldn't eat this by itself. Anyway, let's go ahead and taste these breakfast tacos because your girl is hungry. And plus, some of the medications. When I had my surgery, because I think it was like up to 13 medications a day. And so now I'm taking my blood pressure medicine. I do take medicine every day, whether I need it or not, for pain, because if it runs out of my system, then I have trouble moving around because I have arthritis in different parts of my body. And then I take estrogen because, you know, I mentioned in my surgery, my weight loss video that I had, you know, several surgeries, and one of them was a hysterectomy, so I have to take that. But other than that, I just take supplements and stuff. I mean, I was on medicine for diabetes, and I mean, I can't even tell you. And then at the time that I got ready to have my surgery, I found out that I was severely vitamin deficient in, like, I want to say like maybe 6 different vitamins. I might be overshooting it. I can't remember specifically because it's been a while. 2019 made my 5-year surgery anniversary, so that's what they call it, the anniversary of your surgery. But anyway, go ahead and taste this breakfast taco. Yeah, I like it better when it's paired. I think I probably should have put just a little bit less of the Toni AKA, because with the pickled jalapenos having kind of a salty taste, and then the ranch I'm sure has like a dill or salty flavor to it. So it's not overly salted. It's just more than what I prefer. So anyway, you live and you learn, right? Anywho, it's a good breakfast. Those jalapenos are really coming through. Really coming through. I like spice, but I've had to dial it back with my surgery because I noticed that sometimes when I ate spicy food, it just depends on what it was. It was a little painful going down. And at some point, because I remember before I stopped eating meat, I think because if I'm not, my daughter graduated in the middle of 2014. So I want to say it was sometime around the beginning of 2014. So I stopped eating animal protein altogether in 2014, like right when she was going to college. So my son, I was so hungry. So my son went to McDonald's and he got the spicy chicken sandwich. I don't know what they did to that sandwich, but that sandwich was so hot till once I finished eating it, the spice had me, I was in pain for 3 days. And it honestly felt like, when I ate something, during that time, it felt like I seared. You know how when you take something hot and you know, like a wound or whatever, or you pan sear a steak or whatever, it felt like I seared the opening where my food goes through, because it was so painful to eat after that. It just felt like I was having a hard time with my food going down. It was ridiculous. But anyway, I was like, I don't know what they did to that sandwich. And I had a spicy chicken sandwich, you know, before, and it wasn't that spicy. This particular sandwich, it was kicked up like 3 times the spice. Have no idea what they did, but I was hurting so bad for 3 days after that. And I was like, okay, yeah, so much for McDonald's. Mm-hmm. Mm. Anyway, so what are y'all eating for breakfast, or what did y'all have for breakfast today? Normally, um, I love potatoes, so I would do like potatoes with um at the cafe at my job. They do breakfast tacos, but they do it with the egg and the meat and all that. And so with the chef, what he would do is he would saute me all these different vegetables, mushrooms, like 2 different kinds of bell pepper, onions, um, just whatever they had. And then he would do a tortilla shell for me on the grill, on a griddle. And then I would add potatoes to that, and I would have that. I have had the potatoes with the refried beans, but I'm not really a huge fan of refried beans because I don't like mushy food like that. So, but every now and then I'll get it just because of the protein. But that's not necessarily a typical breakfast for me. But yeah. Oh, so this is what I wanted to say. I discovered something over the Christmas break. All my life I've been allergic to eggs, right? So, I had a conversation with a healthcare professional, and because I was watching a video, and I guess, you know, they were talking about allergies, food allergies, allergies to different things and elements like pollen and stuff like that, and allergic reaction to medication, you know, different things like that. And so I don't know why it kind of ran across my brain. I was like, I know you can grow out of allergies like asthma. I mean, not allergies. I know you can grow out of health conditions like asthma and stuff like that, because my brother had asthma. Now he doesn't have asthma anymore, and he hasn't had asthma in a while. And I know people can not be allergic to something and then be exposed to it, you know, down the road and become allergic to it and different things like that. So I said, I wonder if people grow in and out of food allergies like that. So, you know, I was talking to a healthcare professional, and I asked the question, you know, is that possible? And it was a doctor. He said it's highly possible. It just depends, you know, on each person. Each person is different. So I was like, And he was like, why do you ask? And I said, well, I've been allergic to eggs all my life. And so I was just curious, like, I've never tried to, you know, eat eggs or anything to see if I was still allergic to them. So I was just curious. And so he was like, well, I guess it depends on what your allergic reaction is. Because, you know, people can have allergic reaction. Like, I know people who have allergic reaction to seafood. My mother, she's not allergic to seafood, but for some reason her body rejected it. And so her throat started closing up. She had to wind up getting an EpiPen. And so she's not even allergic to it. She's not having those reactions anymore. So she loves seafood. So anyway, so he was, you know, he was just saying, you know, it depends on the reaction. So he was like, well, what is the, you know, happens when you eat eggs? I said, well, when I was younger and I ate eggs, it was severe gastrointestinal pain, you know, vomiting, nausea. It was just horrible. It was horrible. And it was almost instantly from the time it went down. It didn't stay down. So he was like, oh, okay. And so I was like, I wonder, you know, what I can do to find out. And I knew that they have the scratch test, but I was like, I don't know how long it takes for those results to come back. And so I was just kind of curious about the whole situation. So he said, well, you have 2 choices. he said, since your reaction to eggs is not like anaphylactic shock or anything like that, it's nothing that's going to, I mean, it's uncomfortable. You know, you experience some discomfort. So I guess it just depends on how much you feel like you can handle. You know, if the symptoms aren't severe enough where you'll be fine, he said you can, you know, either go to a specialist and get the scratch test done, you know, because they have one for food and they have one for everything else. Or he said you can just eat an egg. So I was like, interesting. I said, okay, let me figure out what I want to do. So one day, I was at work, which was really stupid. Breakfast and lunch, they always have eggs on a salad bar. So I went across the street, got me some lunch or whatever. Actually, I think it was breakfast. And I got an egg, put me some seasoning on it, and I ate the egg. And I was like, okay, so I need to make sure, you know, because this was boiled egg. What they were trying to feed me when I was younger was scrambled eggs, which I'm sure it doesn't make a difference. But anyway, I was like 15, 20 minutes in, you know, I want to kind of keep an eye on things. And so I completely forgot about eating the egg. That's because we're talking since I was like young. And I done went throughout my day. I done came home. And I done moved around, did what I had to do. And I was like, it didn't dawn on me till it was almost time for me to go to bed that I had ate this egg and nothing happened. So I was like, what? So I'm no longer allergic to eggs. Go figure. So how do you know that? You ate one egg. Well, after that, I was like, okay, I'm not allergic to eggs. And it tasted all right. It wasn't nasty. The idea of it, I guess, in my mind, because I'm like, this is a, you know, unhatched chicken. But I was going to try it again. I tried it again. I didn't have any problems. So now, guess what? Right after Christmas break, I discovered I am no longer allergic to eggs. My body is not rejecting eggs. So, hey. Well, tell me, have you all had an experience like that? Like, where you couldn't eat something, you know, for health reasons or whatever, and then you find out that you can now eat it without any side effect? You know, drop me a comment below. Let me know what that was like. Because for me, I should have waited till I got home. Because I'm like, if I'm truly still allergic to eggs, this is not going to bode well. This is going to be a horrible experience. I'm all at work. And I'm like, oh. But all this went through my head after I had eaten the egg. And I was just like, maybe that wasn't the best thing for me to do. But I ate that egg. So yeah, I don't know if that means that I'm gonna start eating eggs like that. Yeah, I have been eating eggs. And like I told you, up through, you know, the new year. We're in the new year now. But I don't know if that's gonna be a part of my diet. And like I said before, it's not that it's nasty. It's just, I'm one of those kind of people, and y'all tell me if y'all are like this. I'm a texture person, but I'm also, and I wasn't always like this, so I'm not really sure when this even started. I'm a texture person, but I'm also one of them kind of people that I can't visually experience something and dismiss it. Like, it takes a minute for it to you know, to go away. And if my brain receives something, then I can't shake it. I can't eat. If it's gross, I can't eat. It's like nothing that I do will make it go away. So until it actually passes, I don't care how hungry I am, I can't eat. So it's just one of them things, you know, when you think about like where your food comes from and stuff like that. Because keep in mind, like I said, I didn't stop eating meat because I didn't like meat. I stopped eating meat for health, or I should say animal protein. I stopped eating it for health reasons. My body was just going through so much, and it was literally at war with itself. And so I was like, something got to give. I went natural. You know, I stopped putting processed in my hair. Completely changed my diet. And I had to do something. But, I know that it's sensory because, you know, when to see is a sense. It's one of your senses. But I also know that it's a mental thing. And some people are really good at psyching themselves out. That's not me. I don't know if it's the realist in me or I'm not sure what it is, but it can be a little frustrating because, you know, sometimes when you process stuff through your brain, you're not trying to feel and experience all of that, you know, for extended periods of time. So anyway, y'all let me know if y'all go through the same thing. And I don't want to give too graphic of an example because I'm trying to eat, but it's definitely like if it's something that's gross, you know. And considering the fact that I've always, except for a short stint, I've always been in the medical field. And I, you know, growing up, people say, oh, what do you want to be when you grow up? I always wanted to be an OBGYN. I wanted to deliver babies. That would entail actually cutting people open and stuff like that. You know, seeing people innards, you know. And I used to sit up, like, especially, you know, after getting a computer and understanding the internet and things like that. The fascination of actually seeing that on film, you know, people having babies and stuff, you know, and not just natural births, but cesarean births, that kind of thing, it never bothered me. And so I don't know, it's just the weirdest thing is that, you know, you become older and things about you change and stuff like that. And baby, let me tell you something. I have the weakest stomach now. You know, if something grosses me out, I just can't. Because I remember I was eating something and that first bite, it just set off a chain reaction of nausea. And my son was looking at me, was like, are you okay? And I'm like, I don't feel good at all. That first bite had something in it that just didn't agree with me. Or even like stuff that's made, and it's weird because I like cheese, but I can't have like a whole lot of it because the fat from the dairy, it does something like to my throat. And I know you vegans, y'all already know what I'm talking about. So, you know, I've never gone completely dairy free since I've changed my diet. But those who have, the minute you eat dairy, your throat is completely coated and it is not a good feeling. Anyway, this is my mini breakfast mukbang. And it's called a mini mukbang because I'm a bariatric patient. Y'all see my burrito, my breakfast taco? Which means I can't eat a lot. So, I don't know if this is going to be a thing for us. We'll see. We're going to date on this a while. You want to go on a date? We will date and see if this is going to work out. This is the second one. The first one that I did was the spaghetti. So, I think by the time that mini mukbang video comes up, well, by the time this one is up, you would have already seen that one. And so you just have to let me know what you think. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I have 1,000,001 things I need to do today. I got to load up my bookcases and whatnot. And I am just, you know, I'm off today, and so I'm just enjoying my downtime. I want to fix myself a quick breakfast. I've already had my coffee, and I'm raring to go. So in the process of me doing what I'm doing, I'm watching my YouTube videos, trying to help my YouTubers get their watch time. And I've subscribed to a few new channels and stuff like that. So anyway, if any of y'all small YouTubers out there want to support each other, I love to watch videos. I will tell you, I'm not into gaming channels, so that's not going to work for me. Unfortunately, I will not subscribe to a gaming channel because I'm just not going to watch the videos. I'm not into video games and stuff. But if you are in, your channel has like lifestyle, if you do mukbangs, I only watch mukbangs. Well, I'm not going to say I only watch mukbangs. I watch mukbangs because they're interesting. I like the conversation. If you have a mukbang video where you're not talking, you're not going to be able to hold my attention because I like the conversation. So I'm not necessarily looking at what you eat. I am looking at what you eat, especially if you cooked it, because I like to cook and things like that. So I get different ideas. So I watch mukbangs not because of the ASMR and all that stuff. Is the conversation that you have going on, the food that you're eating, because I'm trying to get new ideas, different things like that. I do watch, not really into a whole lot of beauty channels, but I love DIYs. Do-it-yourself videos are like my top fave these days. Because like I told you with the house, I'm looking to do stuff that is kind of outside the box for me. So y'all excuse me, spice is kicking me right here. So anyway, if you have a DIY channel or a mukbang channel or anything other than gaming, I'll check out your videos, and if I like the content and everything, I'll go ahead and subscribe. And so if you like what you see on my channel, please subscribe to me as well. Those who are new here, and you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Like they say, it's free. So, but wait, there's more. Now go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and put on your post notifications so that when I upload another video. Those who have been here before and you're already subscribed, thank you so much for coming back. Thank you so much for watching. And if you have an opportunity to watch the full video, I do appreciate it. Please try to watch to the end. And I think that's probably going to do it for me. And as always, love yourself, love somebody else. Until next time, y'all take care. I'm finished eating my breakfast. Peace.